Everybody, this man right here embodies the words creativity and energy because all that I could see throughout his videos and his sets, he brings it. He really brings it, and he shows the vibes. If you ask anybody in Pennsylvania who their top DJ is, this man is on their list. I can promise you that. Everybody, Nico Oso. Thank you for coming on, bro.
But man, I appreciate you for having me on, man. Seriously, thank you so much for your time. Shout out to everyone listening, watching. Philly, what up?
Yes,
That's
sir.
me. We here. What's
We
up?
here. Yeah, bro. So let's see. How did you start DJing?
All right. So right as of now, I'm in my 10th, 11th year DJing. I'm 22 years old, and I'm originally from Bear, Delaware. So I started there. That's actually where my name came from, Nico Oso. And I ended up in Philly with college. Shout out to Drexel University. I just graduated there this past summer, and now I'm in Philly doing my thing, man.
Shit, congrats on graduating. Congrats on your
Yeah.
success, bro.
Nah, I
Shit.
appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Years in the game, man. That's crazy. And you're only 22.
Yes, sir.
Sheesh. What's the vibe out there in Philly like?
Vibe out there in Philly, very high energy. Very high energy. Right now, I'd say the drill music and the whole Pop Smoke thing is probably like the biggest movement out there in the clubs. But you always just got a quick mix. They want to hear everything. Very very hip hop oriented crowd,
Mm.
and it's always a good time. The clubs and the nightlife kind of runs on a strict schedule, 10 to 2. So you got those 4 hours to get it in, but besides that, they do love their energy. So that I definitely attribute Philly for giving me some of, like, I guess what you would consider like my signature sound.
Yeah, for sure. I feel that a lot. Like to be honest with you, I just recently found you out, shoot, about a couple months ago. And
Yeah.
yeah, and like Portland is like really hip hop oriented too. So we're like sheesh, like underground kind of hip hop, like really like gangster type, like hood type.
Yeah.
You know?
You got it. Yeah, you got to know it.
Exactly, exactly. So it's hard to be diverse in the way of different genres go, you know. And one thing that you really got to me was Jersey club type music. So like
Yeah.
I never
Definitely.
I never touched that ever before. And once I saw your sets, I was like, dude, this could really go in the club. Like this is able for people to be diverse, able for people to have fun, and you could
Yeah.
go from that high energy type to that low like tap by Nav. What you did in
Yeah.
your thing, bro.
Exactly.
Like I
Nah,
was
I
I was listening
appreciate
to
it.
that. I was like, bro, this is dope. So like, yeah, thank you for putting me on that, bro.
Yeah, man.
Is that like really signature in that area of the country?
Yeah, yeah. So we're in the tri-state, and Jersey Club is huge, huge, huge. I just find it like to be a good tool to just either take things to the next level or segue into a different um, genre. And luckily, all the Jersey Club, I guess, community puts out a lot of work frequently, and they keep up. So it's almost like there's a remix for pretty much like anything you really need. Recently, I found myself combining Jersey Club with like the Baile Funk stuff, a lot of SoundCloud edits that are just like funky, weird, and just unique. So when you combine all that, it's definitely a dope sound.
For
But
sure.
yeah, shout out to the Jersey Club culture, man, for always putting on. You know who you are.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
bro. And would you say Be More Music is kind of like similar to that? Do you
Yeah, there's Baltimore Club, and I believe that came first. Then you like with the whole K Swift movement and things like that. Then you have Jersey Club and Philly Club, which are like I guess derivatives of that. But yeah, it's all relatively like for the most part like the same, around the same BPM, and have the same sonic characteristics.
for sure? What's your favorite genre to mix in the club? I know it's a little hard question.
Yeah. Um, that is a good question. Uh, I would say I have the most fun, and I find the crowd kind of goes along for the ride when you're in that like 130 BPM all the way to 150. So that includes like Jersey Club. I would say probably the Jersey Club and the Baila Funk edits are probably my number one like genre and go to right now within that BPM range.
Got you. Yeah, and you embody it so well, bro.
Oh
For
man,
real.
I appreciate it, man. Shout out to everyone that's been doing it longer before, longer than I have. There's definitely people out there that are producing, making it, that are killing it.
Sure. Tell me about Supreme DJs.
Yeah, for sure. So Supreme DJs is like a DJ brotherhood collective, basically. It has guys and girls from just the tri-state area for now, and I believe we have one member in Florida. Uh, but yeah, man, just a great group of guys. They found me when I was a freshman in at Drexel, and shout out to Ron B and those guys, and they just really like found me and cultivated like kind of what you see now. That was definitely the beginning of a lot of things for me.
Got you. Yeah, and are you guys starting to open back up? I saw you outside
Yeah.
the first time. Oh, wow.
Yeah, we've been yelling we're outside, but honestly, man, it just feels a little, it doesn't feel right. Obviously, I'm just trying to take the gigs as they're coming, but actually for the month of August and moving forward, like I definitely want to take a step back, just because, to be honest, like we're not really helping the cause.
Mm,
I'd rather just go inside and kind of wait until we can really come back out when it's safe. But until then, I am doing a little bit of things here and there with some social distancing, and it's okay. You just people just can't really like dance and communicate with others and interact how they want to. So from I guess a DJ's point of view, it's just like damn, like I want to make these people dance, or I want to, get them involved in the crowd and do my
yeah.
thing, and you just can't do that to the full extent. But I'm
Mhm,
taking it for what it is, day by day,
for sure.
and yeah.
Yeah, you're killing it on the IG pages, bro. Like,
Oh,
what's
dude,
actually,
all that stuff is like, yeah, definitely in how. That's all skills that I learned, how to do over this time.
yeah, for sure. What actually got you into editing? Because like, you, it's so crazy. Your IG pages, that's like a visual, fucking hypnotized thing. Like, you just want to scroll through and just like
Yeah,
see
so
every video.
all of that is Photoshop, and what got me into visually editing is I realized like at a certain point, um, it then as if DJ, right, you want to have a full belt, a tool belt of like all your skills, and as good as like people want to be at maybe scratching or like whatever technical stuff, you also have to be just as good on the back end when it comes to like designing. Like I do all my own edits. Anything you see visually is coming from me, solely me, and like there's no other. It's all my stuff. And I can finally take my brand and vision and what I think is like my signature sound, and now add a signature like visual to it,
Yeah.
which is dope. So it's all like Final Cut and Final Cut, After Effects, and Photoshop, and that's pretty much like all you need to run and fully run a like a visual brand like that.
Right, right. Yeah. Where do you get your inspiration from? Because like creativity through your sound is like
Yeah,
it's like really high up there.
yeah. So for some reason, I think it just comes down to the essence of DJing, which is making people relate to different music, or making the music relatable to the people.
Hmm.
So I always just try weird and funky things like trap beats with doo-wop records from like 60s or whatever, and different EDM blends with Jersey Club, and just whatever kind of like sonically um, fits in my mind. And I just, you like mess with it. And once it works, then you're sticking a visual to it, you're adding the videos, and it becomes its own like body of work. It's really cool to see happen. And to be honest, when I'm behind the tables doing my thing, like I'm not even thinking that far visually, but when you record it and you sit down and you look at it, and you listen to it, like it starts to develop itself, kind of, and the biggest thing I find is like just staying true to yourself, and your sound will definitely take you on the path of where you want to be. you
Yeah,
know
facts, bro.
yeah,
Um,
man, I appreciate that.
yeah. And what I love about your sets too is like you could be like high energy, you could have that Jersey Club, you could have that trap sound, but there was this one video where you went into like a high energy, everybody was hyped, and then you fucking Rick rolled them.
Yeah, so that was in Philly at West and Down. Shout out to the West and Down family. But we were just sitting in a meeting, And I forget what I think it's some DJs like back in the day. I think their name is Ashton Kutcher, or I'm probably killing it, but there was this YouTube video that I think resurfaced on TikTok of them like just changing the drops to something drastically stupid or whatever, and letting the crowd just like experience that. And I always thought that was wild. So when I finally got the opportunity to do it, yeah, it was like turned down for what I think into Rick Astley thing, and
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was dope. It was cool. I caught some heat for it after, but it's all
Oh, you
good.
did?
Yeah, just from certain people just being like, "Yo, like, what is that? Like, why would you do that?" Like, but
Uh,
you have to understand that you're taking chances, and like
mhm,
most of my chances that I take, like some of them are gonna work out, some of them aren't. But
mhm.
you got to try,
For sure. Like one thing I see about you is that you take really good calculated risks. Um,
Yeah.
and that's something you do really well. Like, tell me about your most memorable moment, besides that one, maybe, um, that's happened in
Yeah.
the club.
I think I have some like signature tone plays that I think I have some videos on my page. People can go check it out. That when you're doing tone plays in front of a crowd in say like Atlantic City or something, and you have like a couple hundred people there, like it can easily go wrong.
Mhm.
Especially if you're not like tone playing into something that the crowd wants to hear anyway. So when you're calculating all those risks, like um, I don't know. I think I see the tone plays and the surprise mixes probably benefit me the most when they do work. But there's been times when they haven't worked,
Right.
and it does not go well.
Yeah. For people out there, like, how do you recover from that?
All right. So yeah. So recovery is a big part of like it's like a little side thing I think in my mic work. So I have two like big aspects to my game. Obviously, it's the DJing and the creativity and doing all that. But then also having a good mic game as well helps me out a lot. So when I get into a jam like that, I'm automatically picking up the mic, resetting the room, blowing it up. What's going on? How y'all feeling? Like it's Nico Oso here, and well, I'll just read the room real quick. Probably do either birthdays or just switch the vibe up and drop like an undeniable club banger.
Right.
So just have it, and I low key, I always have like kind of like an exit strategy out of whatever I'm going into just in case the direction isn't working with the people or I do make a mistake. Always have that like club banger on your mind. That's like, all right, I can go there.
Yeah, yeah. Your mic game is really good too. Like when you Rick rolled them, I thought you picked it up really well when you were like, "You just got Rick rolled, motherfucker." Really picked it up
Yeah,
there.
no, it was crazy. It was in the
Yeah,
moment. I think it went over a lot of people's heads actually,
yeah,
because some of those kids don't really care like what you're doing
yeah,
in
yeah,
the club, but it's all good.
yeah, man. And you make edits too, right?
Yeah, I make edits, and I actually people really don't know this, but I actually do have original music coming out, an EP and a couple singles coming at the end of August, most likely into September. So I'm really excited about that. I'm definitely gonna share it with you. I'll shoot it to you right after this,
Hey, hell
and
yeah, bro.
I'm looking forward to what you think. Yeah, man, of course, I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course, bro. Put it out there. Damn. Okay. Promotion. I'm like, okay, I got you.
Yeah, man,
Uh,
gotta plug,
yeah.
gotta
Um.
plug.
Yeah, yeah. So like, being experienced in touring both coasts, uh,
Yeah.
what would you say is like the big differences between contributing to crowds?
Um, I find that on the West Coast, you have more freedom to do what you want creatively, and they'll take the ride with you.
Mm,
East Coast, specifically like Philly and then New Jersey, you got to play like select songs that they just need to hear that they're there for.
mm.
But yeah, on the West Coast, I definitely get down a little bit more, and I feel like they're a lot open. Uh, yeah, it's definitely cool to see the difference, I think, of people when it's like you're playing the same tracks on the West Coast and the East Coast, but you're mixing it differently,
Mm.
because the people might be more accepting to other ideas.
Got you. Do you
Yeah.
think that West Coast kind of embodies Jersey Club as well?
I've seen shout out to DJ K Nasty in LA. I've seen Jersey Club drop over there and they lost their marbles. They had no idea what to do. It was fire. They were dancing like So anyone at the West Coast, I don't know if they like rep, if they know it's Jersey Club or if they rep it as Jersey Club or whatever, but
Yeah.
they definitely get down to that
Mm,
uh, out there
got you,
at
got you.
places that I've been.
Yeah, for sure. Bro, when you speaking of battles too, like you contributed in a lot of battles. The most recent one I believe was the sunburn.
Yeah, so I did do that, but unfortunately I had to just withdraw
Mm,
um, from that. But so then before then was the Def Jam, I think like virtual battle
yeah.
with Ease and Espinoza and all them. Shout out to those guys.
Dang, that's crazy. That's right.
Yeah, and that was dope. That was like right after I think quarantine like really got serious and everyone was inside. I think it was like May.
Hmm.
And that was cool competing in that.
Yeah, for sure. Like I feel that how you play, it goes well with anything. Like in the nightlife, battle routines, I saw your 2018 routine where you did like a tone play with Nelly, Hot in Here into Finesse by Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
And like, gosh, that was like back in 2018. And I was listening to it, I was like, bro, this is doper than like shit that's happening on right now, you know?
No, man, I appreciate it. I think a tip for anyone trying to battle out there or anyone that kind of looks at my content or whatever, like I think starting with good pieces, like a good foundation is like definitely key. So when you go to battle and you're like picking these songs, you're like, well, I like this, but this is more recognizable. Like I always try to go that route,
Mm,
and kind of put my need to like play my what I like to the side, and I focus, okay, all these songs people know, we're gonna flip them in a cool way. That way it's recognizable and it's also gonna take them off guard.
for
Um, so yeah, that's like a little formula that I use with that.
sure. How long would you say it takes you to come up with those routines?
I can for the like the battle routines,
Yeah, yeah.
it's definitely taking multiple days.
Mm,
Straight, yeah, if we're doing it straight. So for that battle specifically, I think we found out like they try to keep the times in between the rounds and whatnot relatively short. So we would find out on like a Monday, and then we'd have to compete by like a Friday or something. And I'd say 3 to 4 of those full days are like getting used. Definitely the first 1 or 2 days to like prep and organize and put things together. Then I'm like throwing everything on Ableton and queuing everything up, and then probably the last 2 days are like full practice, just running the set over and over and over again.
yeah, for sure. And then like I feel sometimes it's similar to creating, video routines. Um,
Yes.
I feel video routines can take like just like 2 seconds. It'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, this sounds like it could go with this, and then I'll just make it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. I think it comes to just pulling out the camera and just having the setup and just making it clean, like putting that extra effort in just to capture that. I think a lot of people kind of overlook
Mm-hmm.
and leave that chip on the table. So yeah, man, I know I watch your videos. Your stuff is good. Like you
Mm-hmm.
just keep hustling and grinding, doing the same thing and just trying to elevate. Like how can you beat the last video? I'm still trying to beat videos from years ago, and I'll look back and I'll, you know, make sure, okay, I'm still progressing and getting better.
Yeah, for sure. Um, yeah, no, I was watching a couple videos back, and I saw you had it was interesting. It was a do not play crate. What's in that
Yeah.
crate?
Yeah, so in the do not play crate is all my tracks that have like the highest play counts. So those are just like you would, in my mind, those are like my safe tracks that I know will work, but at the same time, like I'm challenging myself not to play those, because if I'm just doing that every night, then how am I like progressing? How am I getting, I need to be flipping songs in different ways?
Yeah,
So yeah, I tend to like throw stuff in there once it's gotten a lot of plays or a lot of like requests and stuff. I'll definitely throw some stuff in there.
got you. That's kind of smart. Because yeah, some things I noticed like experience, things in the club. Like I always resort to like the safe stuff. Like when I have nothing to play, I always go back to like fucking this is how we do it, and
Yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah, see, that's it. That's definitely in there.
Mm-hmm.
Not that you shouldn't play it, but like I have I make sure I try to have the acapellas and the instrumentals of the tracks that are in that crate. That way I'm like putting that acapella on maybe something that's hot today, or
Mm,
taking that instrumental and putting, you know, a hot acapella on there from today. So it's like
yeah.
that's how I try and make sure never to like overplay those, you know, those routine ideas.
Yeah, and I feel that's what stands you out. Like you had this one video where you had a Drake instrumental. I think it was Best I Ever Had, and then you had a Carrie Hilson song on there, the
Yeah.
acapella version. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is dope. You have to like put this on like a MP3 pool or something. Like
Yeah,
it,
man, that's a yeah, the making edits, definitely getting better at the work process, and the workflow.
yeah,
But you're right. I definitely should go back. I totally forgot about that. I need
yeah,
to go back and definitely make edits out of all the routines. And that's kind of like, I don't know. I try to make sure like the transitions and the things that I'm doing are like that clean. It sounds like edits. It sounds connected. Like you
hmm
can go from point A to point B and understand like what happened
hmm
sonically. You know.
for sure. Yeah, um, yeah. What's next for Nico Oso in the coming year or so?
What's next? Definitely original music. Like I mentioned, is coming. I'm definitely interested in radio. I actually just made my debut on Q102 in Philly, which is like the major iHeart radio like pop station, basically, in the city. So hopefully, looking to do more work with them.
Congrats on that, man.
Original. No, thank you, man. I appreciate that. And that I think I just posted that vlog not too long ago, so that's like up as well. So, radio. Let me think. Radio, original music, and then just continuing to like broaden the toolkit, bro, and just learn um, new programs and continue to just like up the production quality of what I'm doing is definitely the goal.
For sure, man. And yeah, like I said, man, you embody everything of that. You're working hella hard. I could tell. Like you're making edits. You're on the radio, doing nightlife, creating videos online. It seems like you have it all, in store for you. And
Hey,
it's
man. No,
really
I
cool to see.
appreciate it.
Like it's yeah, definitely.
No, thank you, man. Yeah, listen, man. For what it's worth, and what I want people to take away from this is, although we're in not in control of like a lot of what's going on right now, we are in control of um, some things. And like to just find, I want people to just find the courage like during this time to
mm,
get uncomfortable, hop on the computer, do what you're most uncomfortable doing. Like I used to like hate getting on the mic. I used to hate opening up my computer and working on Photoshop. Like I thought, damn, like I'm not good at it, like I'll never be good at it. But
mm,
the sooner you get rid of that fear and you jump into it, like you'll see your game elevate. You'll see like you'll meet new people. Like it's a whole transformation thing once you get the mental right, you know. So
right.
I would definitely recommend anyone that's like, you know, in their bag or in their head about this time, like, you know, winter renaissance right now. It's time to go get it and figure out your place in this new music industry that's coming. So that's
Yeah,
my goal, man.
for sure. Yeah, I try to embody that too, like being uncomfortable. I like how you said that, like being uncomfortable with your goals, you have to get out of your bedroom. You have to, do things that you're not used to. Like for
Yes.
me, like I'm doing weddings, like I hate
Yeah.
the mic, I hate like that type of suit and tie kind of attire. I just want to go out there and play
Yeah.
music. But sometimes you just gotta, do what you're uncomfortable with, like you said, and embody that and grow from that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Have you ever thought of doing any other tours, like maybe different countries and stuff?
Yeah, man, for sure. You know, I had some things in the works like that would have been around this time, uh, pre-COVID-19, but like I said, we just got to wait to see like what happens, what the landscape of the land is like,
Hmm.
and take it from there. But I definitely look forward to doing this, continuing to do this full time. I wanted to take me around the world. I wanted to get me indoors. I never thought I could get into. So um, yeah, man. I got to come travel to see you.
Ah, bro. Yeah, I would love that, bro. To share the stage with you and like I don't know if we were in a on the same stage or anything, like I feel like it would be a constant like transition battle. Like, okay, I'm gonna do this tone play, I'm gonna switch it off, and then 30 minutes go by, you do your thing. It just be
Yeah.
a fun night, you know.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'd definitely be down. Where are you based out of?
Oh, I'm in Portland,
You're in
Oregon.
Portland. Oh yeah, you did mention that. My apologies. Dude, that'd be awesome. Portland. Wow.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
Yeah,
great,
bro.
man.
Hell yeah. Well, shoot, man. Thank you for coming on, bro. Like,
Oh, of
just want
course,
to
man. Thank you for having me, man.
chat
Seriously.
it up
I
with you.
appreciate it. You're killing it.
Thank you, man. Everybody, this is Nico Oso. Follow him on everything. Nico Oso, NicoOsomusic.com. I believe you have to.
NicoOsomusic.com, at official Nico Oso across all social media platforms. I'll definitely give you a follow back. Yeah, I mean, we outside.
Hell yeah, let's do this, bro.
All
Hey,
right, man.
appreciate you, man. Thank you for
Dude,
coming on.
thank you for your time, man. I really appreciate it.
For sure, bro. We'll chat it up
All
soon,
right,
bro.
man. All right, man. Be safe. Peace.
You too. Thanks.